Hi, this is Dan Stewart. This is your NORAM Asset Management Market Update, Wednesday, September 15, 2010. Well, the markets recouped their losses from yesterday. The Dow was up 46 points, 10,572. The NASDAQ was up 11 to 2301, and the S&P was up 4 at 1125. All the indices, with the exception of the Dow, is hitting key resistance levels and some overhead supply. Oil was down $1.15 to 75.65. Copper was flat, still at $3.46. Gold was down $2.40 to $12.67. Silver was up 14 cents to $20.54 the ounce. 5-year Treasuries 1.44%, 10-year 2.72%, and 30-year 3.87%. Yields were up and prices were down. The U.S. dollar was down against the euro and the pound, but up against the yen. The Japanese government took some very aggressive stances and started buying U.S. dollars and selling the yen. They went into the foreign currency market and started manipulating the currency to help their economy and exporters. Because of that, the Japanese stock market was up over 2 1/3% today. On the economic front, weekly mortgage applications, week over week, the actual number came in and it was down 8.9%. The prior month, it was down 1.5%. We are going in the wrong direction and fast. So folks, those people who tell you that now's the time to get in real estate and we're at the bottom, we could have a long way to go. It could be another negative 20+% on the downside. I wouldn't be getting in just yet if I were you. The industrial production numbers also came in positive 0.2%, but the previous number was 0.6%. That was revised downward. But the point is, industrial production is also going in the wrong direction. We're slowing. Bernanke knows it, and that's why he's talking, or at least there are rumors of him announcing a $1 trillion government bond buying program. Code word, bailout. They're trying to keep interest rates artificially low, because if interest rates start going up, which the past 10 days they already did start going up, the government is in deep, deep trouble. That's one reason gold was up so big yesterday. Over in Europe, it was down across the board between 1/4 and 1/2%, but the European markets did come off their lows of the day toward the end of the day. The story is that it came back because of good economic data from the U.S. Excuse me? What good economic data? I looked all over for that and couldn't find it. Maybe they're reading between the lines and thinking that the industrial production matched estimates at positive 0.2% when the actual was also 0.2%. Let's remember, though, that the previous month was at 1%, but this month, once they got all the data in and evaluated, it got revised downward to 0.6%. That's 4% off. That means their variance, they're almost off by half of their measurement. Industrial production, if you look at that, could actually be negative. This little rally was based on politics, not economics. Once the political story goes away, what do we have to look forward to economically and fundamentally? I'd be cautious. This has been Dan Stewart for your NORAM Asset Management Market Update, Wednesday, September 15, 2010.